says, well, Whyte wins the rematch. My heart says, you never know again. You never know again. The confidence now Povetkin will have, knowing he can land that shot and knock Dillian Whyte out, that's there now, right? And even Dillian Whyte now is going to be so apprehensive in the rematch, knowing he can be knocked out clean by Povetkin. It changes the dynamics of that fight. It's too easy to say, oh, Whyte wins because he was winning the first 4 rounds. Povetkin knocked him out. Whyte didn't get up. Whyte landed on Povetkin. Povetkin got up. That plays with your head psychologically as well, I think. But credit as well, before we move on to Matchroom and Fight Camp.
Those are the words of Boxing with Aid. This was by request, and I didn't see this video. I watched some of his content, and he is about, I would agree, me countering Boxing by Aid. 80% spot on. 80 to 85. Okay, because Whyte does know, and he does respect, by experience, he gets hit like that again, he's going down. Now, will Whyte, though, here's the question. There's no doubt about it, Povetkin will come in confident. I agree with that. He will, overconfident, I'm not sure. But definitely confident, knowing, hey, I can take his punch, but can he take my punch? I get that. But will Whyte be that apprehensive? You know, and based on what I've seen and witnessed him going down, witnessed him making a statement right away, him doing interviews right away, him excited for the rematch, wanting it right away, I don't see him that tentative. I think he will respect him. I thought he respected Povetkin's punching power and his skills from the first beginning. That's why he had his hands up like that. Normally, Dillian Whyte punches from his waist. He had both hands up this time. Why? Because he knows those uppercuts and left hooks and rights, and they're close, those looping right hands. He knows, I have to have my hands up to defend against those. Okay? Because he can throw those with weird looping angles, and they land weird. They'll land behind the head, around the temples. So he knows, hey, I got to keep my hands here. Okay? So, yeah, I think he was cautious, apprehensive, I'm not sure. But based on what I think that Dillian Whyte is going to go for blow for blow. I think when he has a time to take him out, he's going to tighten up on his defense. And I think when you do tighten up on your defense, you can get in that Adrian Broner style type mentality where you don't want to overcommit too much, but then again, you're not committing enough, so then you're not even really doing anything to open up anything. You can't achieve anything until you take certain types of steps, which you don't want to take because you're so apprehensive. So I get it. I get what Aid is saying, but I don't know about too apprehensive. I think at this point he was like, I could have got him out in certain times and I didn't. I know he can knock me out, but I know I can hurt him too. So maybe I get him this time. A process of playing the numbers. It's a numbers game now. You know, it's I think it's a 50-50 fight, not a 60-40. Because Povetkin could have been down anyway, but Povetkin, he does know. Because he was on his way out. Let's face it, people. He had about one more round before he was really gassed. Okay? The only problem is we'll never know that. So we'll never know what type of shape he was in because he never got to that point that everyone feared that he would be at that particular point of time, if that makes sense. He never got to 7th or 8th round to know if Povetkin gassed out like he did in the Hunter fight, like he slowed down a lot and let that young kid get the best of him after that point. Okay, after that point, he was just an old man. He was a man with some young grandkids. So, you know, that's what he looked like, a regular guy, a guy that's tired, a guy that wants to sit down on the park bench for walking too long in the park. He looked like that guy. But will Dillian Whyte be too apprehensive? Or will he just want to go in there and make things happen? me right now, I think Dillian Whyte would go in there and give it everything. I think he would try some controlled chaos, if that makes sense. Because he would want to go in there, do what he did to Povetkin, and then some. Okay? But anyway, that's my counterpunch on Boxing by Aid. Speaking of Dillian Whyte, Povetkin rematch and the possibilities. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.